Somos celebs, pull up loco. You know we up next, pull up mobos. They gon' be there on repeat, they like, oh no. Where's the mix it out, let's take a photo now. Photo now. But for now, I'm loco. For now, preserve the beat, I'm more.
Yes. Come on, man. Big up everyone inside. You know me, I'm always here for you lot. It don't matter if it's the morning, it don't matter if it's the night, it don't matter if it's the afternoon. Man's always showing up. You get me? Obviously, David Ornstein's come out this morning, broke a little bomb, probably the bomb that we didn't even want. He's just talking about bare stuff. And yo, you know me, I'm going to come here and get into it. Yeah, so all the Manchester United news, you can always come here first. So let's get straight into it anyway. I'll get into it straight away. Bam, this is what's going on with David Ornstein now. He's come out this morning and said to us, yo, the gap between Manchester United and Brentford on the valuation of Brian Mbeumo remains considerable. So we've been sitting here. Remember, I'm coming here every day giving you the news. All the Mbeumo is close. Next week it's going to happen. Preseason, blah, blah, blah. So man's been sitting here for all this time and nothing ain't even budged. They've been sitting there. They're still miles apart. The two sides are several £1 million apart. There have been no significant developments over the past couple of weeks, and the deal is still not imminent. But talks continue as Man United work to complete a move for the Cameroon forward. Mate, chat, what? Should we just walk away? I don't understand what's going on here. Because I said to myself, this has got to be the week. If this ain't the week that we're going on pre-season, remember, we got on that plane on the 22nd, which is in 7 days. 22nd of July is when we get on that plane to go for pre-season. And then 27th, we play West Ham. So on the 22nd, if this geezer is not here, I said there's no point. It's not going to make no sense. There's not going to be no rush no more, no urgency. And then David Ornstein just come out and just said this. So we had Fabrizio, all these guys. Yeah, don't worry. Next week it's a serious week. Blah, blah, blah. Just for this to happen. And then he gets into it and he says, Man United and Brentford in a standoff over price for Brian Mbeumo. More than a fortnight has passed since United's second bid of 55 plus 7.5 in add-ons was rejected, who originally wanted more than 62.5 Wolves received for Cunha. So they've always been saying they want the Cunha money. And then while there's some debate over the exact fee Brentford want, the reported 70 million offer by Tottenham, later denied by the club, is seen by some as a yardstick. So they've made up this fake bid that didn't even happen from Tottenham. Remember, Tottenham apparently bid 70 million. Why didn't you accept it then? So why are they still talking about that? Brentford are sitting there saying, we want 70 million because Tottenham bidded that for him, but he didn't want to go there. But why didn't you accept it then? There wasn't no bid. It's already been said that it wasn't no bid. So they're just trying to milk something out of that. And then he ends up going, Man United are being patient in the hope that Brentford will ease their valuation, given that Mbeumo said he wants to go to Old Trafford. Bro, they're not going to give up their valuation, man. It's not going to happen. And Mbeumo's move at Brentford training has now become a potential factor in the negotiations. He reported to Brentford's training ground on Monday, and the club are relaxed about their position. So, bro, we're just sitting here, bro. It's like you've had an argument with your girl, and you're both just sitting there waiting for you, the first one going to come over and say, yeah, you know what, babe, I'm sorry. That's what it is. It's just a stubborn war right now. They're sitting there and saying, bro, we're saying 70 million or whatever we're saying. They're sitting there and saying, we're just going to wait. So this whole time, 7 weeks has been, they've just been sitting apart, not even talking, nothing. I don't understand this. And I'm the most positive person when it comes to the ownership. I'm giving them all the leeway. And I'm saying, bro, because I'm saying, listen, they can't sell the Freedom 5, Sancho's and that. They're all too entitled. They all want to go where they want to go. Their wages are crazy. I'm always giving them leeway. I can't give leeway if you're sitting there for 7 weeks and not talking about anything. There's no progression. How can my man say that? Look, there has been no significant developments over the past couple of weeks and the deal is still not imminent. Do you know how crazy that is? What is the point then? What have we been talking about? If we're talking to them every day, Fabrizio's coming out and saying every day we're talking to them, what have we been talking about to them about in that several weeks then? What holiday are you going on? Like, where are you off to? Like, what are we talking about, mate? It doesn't even make no sense. So that's what we're doing now. This is the situation, mate. We're here. I don't know, mate. This is a fucked up situation to be in, man. It feels so negative the whole day. Bro, trust me. most negative team. Like, we're sitting there and we're thinking maybe then we're not moving because we're close or we're building on it. Fabrizio keeps coming out here and saying more than nothing. Oh, they're still talking, it's advanced, blah, blah, blah. And nothing ain't even going on. This is what we're dealing with. That we're just stuck and we're in limbo, and we've been stuck in the last 7 weeks just talking about where people's kids. How's your kids? Oh, they go to school today. Nothing. So nothing has changed. There's been no significant developments over the past couple of weeks, and a deal is still not imminent. So if a deal is not imminent now and we're about to go on pre-season, where are we going to get the urgency from? Think about it. The urgency should have only came this week because of the pre-season. So where are we going to get the urgency from? You're better off just walking away and going to someone else that you value for a certain price then. Like, what is the point? This don't make no sense. So I don't know if our plan is to keep waiting, or we're going to end up going for him soon and just paying what they want anyway, but we waited 7 weeks. I don't know what's going to happen, bro, but it doesn't make no sense. It doesn't make no sense, man, that we've just basically just been chatting to them for 7 weeks about nothing. There's been no progress, no significant development. That's a big line, you know. No significant development. And I can't believe this, bro. I thought, yeah, we're getting gassed. Something's going to happen this week, but mate, I don't know, mate. This is what we're up to anyway. This is the situation. So you lot tell me what you lot think. I'll get into the next one. He spoke about a few things, Ornstein. This wasn't the only one. He spoke about a couple of things. So obviously I'm going to get into it and show you what's going on. But mate, listen, this is negative. Yeah, this is very, very, very negative. That's what I've got to say, bruv. To wake up to this on a fucking Tuesday morning, negative, mate. I said deal was cursed, uncertain future with this ownership. Mate, tell me about it, bruv. Majority of people wanted Qatari. They didn't want Qatari, did they? Where the funds and the second richest club, and there's most support. But bruv, it's gone mad. Metch, we're finished. It seems like it. You see me, I got to do this every day. See what I'm doing? If you lot are new, I do this for you like every day. I bring you all the Man United news 3 times a day. This is the morning show. I do a afternoon show and a night show. So all the news in the day, I bring it for you. So make sure you like and subscribe. So I've got to deal with this. But I've never been so negative before. Never. Every day I come here, even when we're hearing little rumors about Calvert-Lewin and all of that, Callum Wilson, I still just smile and say whatever, man. It's smoke screen. But I've been feeling positive about Mbeumo. Like, it's going to happen soon. It's going to happen soon. Come on, pre-season. We're playing Leeds on the 19th, which is in 4 days. By the way, those I don't know, we're playing Leeds in the 19th, yeah? And then we're going on a plane on the 22nd to America for tour. So I'm like, we have to wrap him up by the 22nd, man. He'll get on that plane, man. Next week's crucial. Fabrizio's coming out here with these stupid videos. Next week is a very crucial week, blah, blah, blah. Where's the video? I'll show it to you if you don't want to see. So I'm thinking, yeah, it's going to happen. All we're focusing on is Mbeumo. Next week's a crucial week. And then now you've got David Ornstein, who is the GOAT. He's one of the main ones, bro. He knows his stuff. I'd rather Ornstein than Fabrizio, because Fabrizio just said the same things in different words, because he's trying to get paid of this. What's his name? Ornstein just comes, drops the bomb and goes. So what he's just done today, he ain't going to talk about it again unless something actually happens. Fabrizio will talk about it 50 days in a row. Yeah, Man United are still working on Mbeumo. Yeah, Man United are still working on Mbeumo. Yeah, man. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy, bro. So I don't know, man. This is crazy, bro. We've had a very, very negative transfer window. I'll tell you that. We was better off getting Cunha like 10 days in or something. You know what I mean? We shouldn't have got Cunha as early as we got him, because it seems like it's been so negative since then. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, we've got nothing, bro. I showed you the transfer window, bro. Let me show you again. I'll show you the transfer window of all the big 6, bro. And you wouldn't even think that we finished 15th. You would have thought that the way you would look at it, and you would think, mate, Liverpool might have finished 15th and we finished first. It's crazy, mate. We're already a laughing stock. It's true. Look at this. Look at this. I showed you the other day. This is the transfer window. And remember, this is the other day. So Arsenal have gone and got Mosquera and gyokeres. So let me not update that, you know. I ain't updated this. This is Arsenal have got Mascara and Gyokeres after this. Remember that. So who would you think finished 15th on this list? You would think Liverpool or Chelsea finished 15th and we just won the league, mate. We won the league. We're happy with our squad. Let's just go and get one more player in Cunha. Let's just add to it. Add some more depth. That's what you would think if you looked at this, mate. Bro, Liverpool have gone out there, just won the league and got 5 players in, mate. Yeah, this is what's going on. Arsenal's gone out there and got 6 players. Mosquero and Gyokeres are not on this list yet. And then you got City, then you got Chelsea, then you got us, and then you got Tottenham with their 4 players. Bro, it's crazy, bro. This is what we're dealing with, mate. This is what we're dealing with. This is what we're dealing with. This is what we're waking up to, bro. Man's woke up. Man ain't even clean man's face, nothing. Wash man's face before man's even seen it. Man's like, what? That's mad. Run, I said, yeah, I need to get on. I need to show what's going on here because this is crazy. But look at the transfer window, bro. This is a shambles, bro. And people are going to blame the manager. If all goes left, get Amrin out, Amrin, scammer him and all of this stuff. But look at how they're dealing with him, brother. The man's come in, he's had 1 left back and Cunha. And look at everyone else. Look at how they're dealing with this geezer. And everyone wants to put pressure on Amrin. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. So that's a situation, bro. Ornstein's come out with a bomb, the worst bomb we can have, bro. And he's just saying, bro, that we're just doing the same shit as before, bro. That nothing has changed in 7 weeks. We are not significant. There's been no significant developments over the past couple of weeks, and the deal is still not imminent. So we've been sitting there talking about Barbados, coffees, Love Island. I don't know what we're talking about in that room. Do you understand? But it doesn't seem it's not a good time to be a Man United fan right now. It's very negative, bro. 1 minute you're coming out, you're seeing bombs left, right, and centre from different clubs. Then you turn around and we're linked with Calvert-Lewins and silly people, bro. Like we're just linked with shit people. Like we're not even getting linked with no one serious no more. And every time we are linked with anyone anyway, all they say is, oh, Man United are only focused on Mbeumo. We're only focused on Mbeumo right now. That's what Fabrizio said yesterday. He said, we're only focused on Mbeumo. But then, how can we be only focused on Mbeumo if we're just sitting there and doing nothing? It doesn't make no sense. It's like we're both just sitting quiet. Man United are being patient in hope that Brentford ease on their valuation, given Mbeumo has said he wants to move to Old Trafford. Mbeumo's mood at Brentford training has now become a potential factor in the negotiations. He reported to training yesterday and the club are relaxed about their position. So you hear that. We're being patient that they just turn around one day and say, you know what, bro? Let's drop it. Let's drop the price because Mbeumo wants to go there. They don't need to sell Mbeumo. And if they sell Whistle, they're definitely not selling Mbeumo. So this is what I'm trying to say. We're sitting here and, bro, this is negative, man. This is the most negative. I started this thing that I'm doing now, this little thing. Remember, I was doing Matchday Vlogs before. There's been no games. I said, let me do the transfers. I started this about a month and a little bit ago. And I've never been so negative, bro. We've been linked with everyone. Calvert-Lewins, fucking Callum Wilson, Jamie Vardy. We've been linked with every single player. And I haven't even cared. Like, whatever, man. That's not going to happen. This is the most negative I've been for any transfer. For anything, any day, waking up. This is so negative, bro. Like, how can we be sitting there for 7 weeks and nothing? I don't understand, mate. I'll get into the other news. Let me take some of these comments and I'm going to get into the rest. We've got a lot to talk about. He spoke about other things, other players as well. So don't worry. It's not just this. I've got you lot. Deal with costs, funds and shit. Man, you don't need to rush for signings. You got 1 game a week. Mate. Banter. We are relaxed. Said the fucking mate, should Ornstein be annoyed? Nah, bro. Ornstein's plugged in, Milton. Ornstein knows what he's talking about. When he talks, you listen, bro. You don't do this Fabrizio stuff where he comes and says every day, Man United are focused on Mbeumo. Next week is crucial. Man United he don't do all of that. He just comes out, drops what he knows, and cuts. That's why you listen to Ornstein. People that do that, you can tell they're not taking this thing for no gain. Fabrizio's on Twitter all day saying the same things. Ornstein, people will prefer him more. They call him an Ornstein bomber because he just drops the bomb and goes. So I will prefer Ornstein. Trust me, man. He brings bad news or good news, bro. It's one or the other. That's all he does. Remember, he brought bad news to Newcastle when he dropped the bomb that Mbeumo only wants Man United. So it's going around, isn't it? It's going around the bad news. We've been supporting this club for years, and the first time I see a coach fighting left, right, and centre players and want them out, but has no balls to fight the ownership for signings. How can you put that on the coach fighting the ownership for signings if they're sitting there for 7 weeks not doing nothing? What do you think? What do you want Amrin to do? Go there, put boxing gloves on, and say, "Bam, bam, bam." Why are you not getting Mbeumo over the line? What's that going to do for anything? What you're saying don't make no sense. We are already a laughing stock now. Imagine how bad it's going to get when we end up not getting Mbeumo. Bro, it's going to be terrible, bro. 7 weeks. Crazy. So know the truth, and it has taken 7-8 weeks of no movement for me. We need to move on, and for me, I'll go for maybe championship players. There are so many young, exciting players. I don't think they want to do them. I think when it comes to goals, yeah, they've already tried that with Garnacho and Hojlund. They're unproven. They're like championship players, isn't it? They're unproven young players. They're not doing that. They want prime players now. But my thing is just walk off or pay the money, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm on. Maybe Ornstein is wrong. Nah, Milton, man. I wish I could say that, bro. I wish I could say he's wrong, but he doesn't do this gas thing. He just comes in when it's time, when he knows something, I'll come in, drop it, and go away. That's what Ornstein does. He doesn't sit around talking every day. He doesn't have a YouTube channel where he has to keep it up going, so he's making stuff up. He don't do none of that. He just comes. This is what I know. See you later. That's what everyone loves Ornstein. Ornstein bomb. That's what they call it. Fabrizio does here we go. Sometimes he's done here we goes and it's not even happened. Ornstein just drops a bomb and keeps it moving. So when he talks, you listen, bro. Good news or bad news, he's real with it. More time. I believe it's not how much Brentford wants by negotiating by, but it's the amount they need up front. That's what I thought. That's what it maybe is. It maybe is that, but bro, they're just sitting around though. There's been no development, so why are we still sitting there? That's my thing. World champ is not coming for Garnacho. Keep it Garnacho. Brother, you're coming for Garnacho, but when I get into that one there next, Wiz, Chelsea, I know you're a Chelsea supporter. You lot are coming for Garnacho. Viva Garnacho. It's true that other clubs have recruited. Yeah, bro. Other clubs are recruiting left, right, and centre. You would think that we finished. You would think we won the league. If you look at this chart, we won the league and we just got one player to come in. And you would think that Chelsea finished 15th and they're trying to rebuild. You wouldn't even think that you could swap us in Chelsea. Even when Liverpool were underneath Man United, they were still a top 4 team. We are nowhere near. We're nowhere near, bro. We're nowhere near. Nowhere near. Tell me about it, man. Why would a coach concentrate on one player only as his fault? What do you mean? Why do you keep talking about the coach, bro? Like, I don't understand what you're talking about here. This is what I just said. I just said this, bro. Like, this is what Amrin's been given, one player and one left back since he's been there. But if it all goes wrong in the league, they're gonna say, Amrin now, he's a scam, blah blah blah. And that's exactly what you're doing, Fireboy. You're sitting there and you're talking about Amrin already when it's not in Amrin's control right now. When Arsenal are buying players, everyone's saying Berta is cooking. When Chelsea are buying players, they're talking about the board. The board are cooking. The board know what they're doing. Chelsea sold the best players. You think people are talking about Maresca? You think people are talking about Maresca when they're signing players? They're talking about the board. You talk about the board. They signed the players. So why are you talking about Amrin? What are you talking about? We've been supporting this football club. I see the coach fighting left, right, and centre with players, but want them out, but has no balls to fight the owners. How can he fight the owners? What are you talking about? You're not even making no sense. The owners got to do their job. Amrin's not in there negotiating with Brentford. Amrin's not on the phone. What happened today? What happened today? They negotiate, make the deal happen, and come back to him and say, we've got it over the line. So I don't know what you're talking about. You keep getting onto the coach. It's clear you want the coach out, no problem. But you can't put certain things on the coach that's not in his control. No coach in Football Manager goes and negotiates for a player. That's not his job. He coaches and deals with the squad. So you need to understand it a bit more. Maybe ignore Ornstein. Milton, listen, I know it's negative news, but we got to keep it real. You can ignore him. You can say it's not true if that's what you want to do, but I'm only here to show you lot what I think is true on the news. Ornstein doesn't lie like that. He doesn't come and make up stories 100. He doesn't. So some things are going to be nice for us. When he came out, Ornstein's the one that came out first and said, Mbeumo, he only wants Man United. So he broke the news about Mbeumo and said he only wants Man United. So when it's good, we like him. When it's bad, We can't be saying let's ignore him. Do you know what I mean? He's real, isn't it? Ineos are right though. We need to end this United tax, going for Watkins and move on. Brentford won't be. Yeah, listen, I'm with you. Ineos is right with the United tax thing, but why are you sitting there for 7 weeks with no developments though? What is the point? That's my thing. I'm with them. Don't go there, pay what they want, etc. Just walk away then. Do you know what I mean? I want Mbeumo here bad, bro. He's one of the best players. He fits the profile, but bruv, what is the point of sitting there for 7 weeks and there's no development? That's what I'm saying. If there's a development at least, that's why I was sitting there like, it is what it is, man. Ineos are not going to get bumped, blah, blah, blah. But you're sitting there for 7 weeks with no developments whatsoever. That is crazy, bro. That's what's making me like scared. Like, this is mad. Like, this club's a failed ownership. It's crazy. Big up to this channel ownership. I'm done. Big up yourself, Abdullah, man. Bruv, I'm so stressed. I've never been so stressed. I can see Mbeumo deal being finalized today or tomorrow as a new awake kit is being published this week, and it'll be good for sales. Yeah, it could be, but I don't know then. What we saying then? Are we saying that we just think this is gas then? Because he's saying that there's no significant development. So what, are they going to see this is come out in the news now and just go crazy? You know what, let's just go and pay it. Do you know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. It's a weird one, man. But I hope it gets finalized. But then again, like he just said, I don't want us to go and get taxed, Brian, but I just don't want us to sit around doing nothing when everyone's moving on. That's my thing. Do you know what I'm saying? If you're getting taxed and you're saying, you know what, we're getting bumped, we're not going to pay what you're paying, why are you sitting there? Look at the last article. Man United are being patient in the hope that Brentford ease on their valuation, given Mbeumo said he wants to join. Bro, so we're just sitting there like they're going to drop their price. They're going to drop their price for 7 weeks. You got to remember something as well. We're checking our mirrors for Wissa. If someone takes Wissa, because Nottingham Forest is putting a bid, Tottenham's inquired. If someone takes Wissa, we can't sign Mbeumo anymore anyway. So is that what they're waiting for? Are they waiting for someone to sign Wissa, and then we can't sign Mbeumo? Then they're going to say, oh, we tried to sign him, we were close, but then Wissa went, and now they don't want to sell him. Is that what? This is what I'm saying. We don't know, man. I think it's time for Amrin to abandon ship because we've run serious. This is what I'm saying. I think Amrin might just leave because he might think this is a joke thing. I've come in, this team's not fitting my team. I've told you lot who I need, what type of players I need, and then you ain't even got me no one because no one's leaving, etc. Bro, it's loose, man. It's loose. What did Ornstein say? It's right in front of you, bro. The gap between Man United and Brentford on their valuation remains considerable. There's still a gap. The two sides, several million pounds apart. There have been no significant developments over the past couple of weeks, and the deal is still not imminent. That's what Ornstein said today. That is so negative, mate. Let me tell you like that. That is negative. So we're still apart, mate. Nothing ain't changed. Like, what we was doing before, we're still doing it. I'm sitting there thinking the whole time, yeah, man, surely something should have changed by now, blah, blah, blah. Nothing has changed, mate. It's still exactly the same. We're still sitting there, and we're just waiting. So I don't know, mate. We're going to have to see what happens, obviously. But Ornstein doesn't come out and just chat shit. I would rather Fabrizio say this. I swear to you, lot. I would rather Fabrizio come out and say this. The gap is still big, blah, blah, blah. Because he just has to say something every day. That's how he operates. So I would rather Fabrizio come and say that and then Ornstein come and say something different. Then Ornstein come. Because Ornstein doesn't do this. He doesn't talk every day. And this is where he's obviously got his information about where the deal is at right now. And then he's come and told us. So, I don't know, man. Yeah, exactly, Brian. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. You understand now, Fireboy, yeah? Big up yourself, man. You understand now that this is the board, mate. This is nothing to do with the manager. If anyone is sitting here and saying the manager has to go crazy over this, like, to the board, doesn't know how it works. The board have to go and get the signings done. And then the manager just coaches and does what he does. So he says, yo, get me this type of player. Boom, boom, boom. That's how it works. You can't be onto the manager because they're not getting Mbeumo. Surely United must understand the fans. That's what I'm saying. And that's why I said, I was sitting there thinking this has got to be the week. Preseason is about to happen. And we're frustrated, bro. It's a negative time. Everything that's coming out about the club is negative. And on top of that, we're waking up every morning. We're getting linked with Callum Wilson, Calvert-Lewin. Just negativity, bro. It's like they have to give us something. And what did they give us last week? PR. Oh, the stadium. We got the new stadium, 10,000, whatever, 100 seater. They give us all that PR. This is what they do. So they might come, see this now, and either speed it up or come with some PR again. Something's gonna come out from PR. Like you're saying, the top. When is the top out again? The away top. It's tomorrow, right? When is the top out? When is the top out? Someone told me about it. When is that out again? The new kit. Ain't that tomorrow? Yeah, there you go. Today or tomorrow is coming out. Love for that, Lewis, as well. That's what I'm saying. So their PR might be the top. They might just show us the top. Think they can settle us down because we start buying the top now. It's crazy, bro. What is the point of 74,000 fans every week? I lie. Target, I'm with you. We got the biggest fan base in Old Trafford. That's how much people. It's like 74 something thousand, whatever, bro. And we got the shittest owners, mate. Let's just call it where it is. Like, they haven't done nothing to prove themselves yet, bro. The only reason I was rating them was their transfers. The way we look at our transfers now is different. We're going for prime players and young gems. So I was like, yeah, they're doing their things, but bro, we can't be sitting here and talking for 7 weeks, mate. What are we doing, bro? What are we talking about? It doesn't even make no sense. We'd rather walk to the right conclusion than run to the wrong one. We need to be patient with it. We will be fuming if we paid overpriced again, 100%. But what they, all right, cool. Let's just say, all right, we can only go off that, Brian, yeah, if we're saying this is not true, though. If everything you're saying, yeah, I hear you. Your first sentence is true, 100%. It's a good quote. But we need to be patient with it. We'll be all fuming if we paid overpriced. But what it's saying here is we've been sitting there and nothing has changed. If something changed, maybe we went to walk away, maybe we put in a bid for someone else to scare them. Say we put in a bid for Semenyo or something, 62 million for Semenyo, and it's like, oh shit, they're going for Semenyo now. You know, like what Arsenal are doing with Gyokeres and Sesko. They're going for both of them so hard that by the time that they've gone for Gyokeres, they've just knew, you know what, let's just make it happen because they might just go for Sesko. Why didn't we do something like that? Nothing has changed. Every single person has come out and said Mbeumo, that's all we're looking at. We're not interested in no strikers. We just want Mbeumo. That's all that's being said. So now, even with this being said, that Man United are being patient in the hope Brentford ease their valuation. It's like we're just sitting there, just waiting. You know what? He said he wants to join us. So this is our price. We'll wait for 5 weeks and then hopefully he could turn around and say that. We haven't done anything. So that's my point with that. Your point is definitely valid, the first one, but they're not paying overpriced thing. Let's not do that 100%, but at least walk away or scare them. Do something. They're just literally just eating cookies and just talking about the weather. That's my thing. Hi, Met, streaming live from Uganda. I won't be surprised if Amrin moves on soon from Uganda. I direct, big up yourself, man. And bruv, I don't want Amrin to walk, man. I believe in him, man. I believe this season is going to be, he has to prove himself anyway, but he's going to be able to implement his style now. But I just feel sorry for him, bro, because the way you're leaving him basically with the same squad, he's got the same squad as last season, bar Garnacho, and he just added Cunha. And people want him to do wonders. He has to get in the top 8 or sack him. He has to get in the top 6. He has to get champ. This is madness. And this is what we're dealing with, bro. Several millions apart could mean 5 millions, but it says, look at under that. The two sides are several million pounds apart, but look at under that. There have been no significant developments over the past couple of weeks. So even if it's 5 million, nothing ain't even happening where it's like, all right, we'll meet in the middle or nothing. It's just we're saying this price, you're saying that price, and you're just sitting away. It's like you and your girlfriend having an argument, and you're both stern. She goes in the room, you're in the living room, you're not talking for 2 weeks. The first one this is what's basically going on. You're not talking to your own girl for 2 weeks. You're saying no. There's no significant developments. No one ain't talking because you're both stubborn. You're saying that she's saying she's right, you're saying you're right. That's exactly what's going on. You might as well just walk away, bro, or go and get someone else. If the gap is much, let United move on. Bruv, it's long, man. And I'll be much shocked if the board decides to sack by early timber, fell this little. Everyone can see what's happening, though. That's what I'm saying. You can see this guy isn't getting backed in it. Let's be real. Ten Hag, who should have got sacked after the FA Cup, still got 200 million or something, was it? Ugates and all of that. He's still got a lot of players in. This is what I'm saying. And you got a geezer that's just coming. Obviously, I get it to an extent because of the we got to sell to buy and whatnot. I get that bit. So I understand. Once we start selling these players, we'll have money to be buying players. But, mate, come on, man. We can't sit around for 7 weeks saying to everyone. Remember, Fabrizio came out yesterday and spoke about strikers and all of that. And he keeps saying, Man United are focused on Brian Mbeumo. I might show you the video in a minute. Everyone keeps saying we're focused on Brian Mbeumo. So if we're focused on Brian Mbeumo, how the fuck is anything else happening? Ratcliffe needs to explain it. He's never going to do that, man. I feel like management and coaches are seeing more behind closed doors than we are. Maybe they are not in as much of a rush than we think. Yeah, that's the thing, Brian, yeah? I'm going to get into that one sec. We're not making any movements in this early transfer. Why? We just sat behind looking at Mbeumo joined, must be humiliating to Mbeumo giving priority to a team who isn't serious about sealing the deal. He might change his mind and join Frank, see how Spurs are moving. True, no? Yeah, that's a fair point. We should be poking at everybody never let next move. Exactly. We are just in links to this one, that, 3 months and 2 months. We've been definitely running out of time. Spot on Pete, but he will get bantered by Brentford. Exactly. It's true. That we start chatting shit. Yeah, you wanted to go there. They can't even pay the money for you. They don't even think you're worth that. It's true. And Mbeumo has respected negotiation. He's very professional. And that's why people were like, they were putting out reports yesterday that he turned up to training. Bro, what do you want him to do? Like, not turn up to training, bro. Like, this is what they do. Let me show you what Fabrizio said about Mbeumo yesterday. So I can just show you, So I can just show you my point about what's going on right now. I'm going to get into it right now. He spoke about Vlahovic. I'm going to skip that bit there. I'll show you right now what he said about Mbeumo. Watch this.
Is something that I'm not aware at this stage of the summer transfer window. And then, guys, on Brian Mbeumo, because Brentford have started considering a potential replacement for him. While the negotiation with Man United is still ongoing, is still underway, with Man United hopeful to have a breakthrough in talks as soon as possible, we can say that Brentford appreciate former Chelsea player Omari Hutchinson as an option to replace Brian Mbeumo. He's one of the names they are considering internally. He's now at which they are aware of this possibility. He's been offered to Manchester United, but at the moment, to say that there is a negotiation for Vlahovic to Man United is something that I'm not aware at this stage of the summer transfer window. And then, guys, on Brian...
So listen to that now. So basically, he spoke about Vlahovic, which is a striker that's offered to us, and he said, right this second, they're not worrying about nobody but Brian Mbeumo. That's it. So everything he talks about Fabrizio, he said, bruv, forget all these reports you keep hearing about other players. They're only focused on Brian Mbeumo. He's been saying that for the last 6 weeks. So when we're linked with this guy, that guy, he says, bro, forget about them. You lot are talking about links in Italy, and they only want Brian Mbeumo right now. So we've been only wanting Brian Mbeumo for the last 6 weeks, but nothing has changed. This is what I'm trying to say. That doesn't even make no sense. It's not like we're saying, you know what, let's put that on hold and go deal with something else or boom, boom, boom. It's literally nothing has happened in that last 6 weeks. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. I'll get into the next ones and I'll get into a few of these comments in it. So this is what else has come out today. Obviously, Laurie Whitwell just basically spoke about the same thing about the yardstick, 70 million. Man United are being patient in hope that Brentford ease their valuation, giving him Mbeumo. Said his mood at Brentford training now is now calm. Now they're trying to use his mood because he's happy at training. They're trying to say, look, he's happy. You don't need to leave. He's not coming in stressed out, blah, blah, blah. So, mate. And then obviously we got John Victor. I've been telling you about the skeezer for ages, mate. We've been linked with him. All the Brazilian papers were putting us linked with him for ages. And then Laurie Whitwell started talking about him. Fabrizio spoke about him yesterday. And what did I say to you lot? I kept saying to you lot, we're going to get John Victor if probably Bayern there leaves because it's the same price. And he just literally just said that. He said, in terms of goalkeepers, but to focus, John Victor has been scouted in case Bayern there leaves while there were talks on Emi Martinez at Aston Villa. But that is if Man United could only afford his fee if Onana got sold. And I said this to you lot. Victor, we've been looking at him for ages. So we've been trying to replace Bayern there for the longest. Get rid of Bayern there, get Victor in. He's better. He's 29, about the same price. Bayern there costs about 3-4 million. Victor costs about 5.8 million. So it's not really that much. And then we got Hojlund. Remember I was telling you, I was saying there, why would Inter still want Hojlund if they just signed a geezer called Bonnie, who was the same age as Hojlund? They got Taremi, they got Thuram, and they got Martinez. They got 4 strikers. Why would they still want Hojlund? That's 5 strikers. What competitions are they getting ready for me? It doesn't make no sense. And now it's come out today, Ornstein. There has been speculation around Man United striker Rasmus Hojlund, but Inter no longer hold an active interest in buying him after they signed Bonnie. How worse can this day get, bro? Mbeumo, stalling, nothing ain't going on. Hojlund's not going anymore. Bro, it's just negative, bro. Imagine Bayern Day comes out today and says he's not behind now. It's just negative, brother. I swear to you. I'll get into the next one. If you've missed anything, don't worry. I'm going to spin back round. I got you. Garnacho. This is probably the only positive news of the day. Yeah? I know we got a Chelsea fan in there, Wiz. I got you with this one. Yeah? We're going to do something for you. With Madueke leaving for Arsenal, Chelsea are open to the idea of adding another wide player, attacker, to the ranks. They have held an interest in Alejandro Garnacho since January, and Man United are looking to sell the 21-year-old. Everyone already knows that we want to sell him, right? And then it says Chelsea are open to signing a winger and are interested in Alejandro Garnacho or Rodgers. They're not going to sign Rodgers because he's about 80-something million. They're not going to do that unless they're going to have a headache on their heads anyway. Someone like Garnacho, with all the wingers they got, they can replace them and rotate. They're not going to sign Rodgers. They have to start him. He has to start. And they've got about 50 wingers over there. I don't know how they're going to get someone else as a starter now. And then obviously, this is just the other geezer about some under 21 is a centre-back. He's about 7-8 million. We're looking at him, blah, blah, blah. Norway or something, under 21s. I've never heard of him in my life, but he looks like a tall geezer. I don't know if we're going to go for him now. It's just, yeah, he just spoke about it. So cool. That's about Garnacho. Chelsea are in for him. And this all came out yesterday as well, remember? So this was Chelsea retain an interest in Man United's Garnacho. This is from Graham Bailey. He's not the most reliable, but Laurie Whitwell is, who says it as well. Chelsea remain in contact over Garnacho. This is yesterday. And then today, same thing. Garnacho, Chelsea won him still. It's still on. So, mate, this is probably the most positive news of the day, mate. That at least we can make a sell. At least one sell can happen because you've seen what's happened. The only money we've made in this transfer window has been the sell-on fees for Elanga and Carreras going to Real Madrid. Apart from that, we've made no money. So, yeah. But even with what's going on, is the money even going to get put in the right place? Because we thought, oh, yeah, we made 15 million. That should go on and seal the Mbeumo deal. But obviously it didn't. Obviously, maybe because they're asking for too much. Who knows? But this is the situation. So this is Alejandro Garnacho. This is the latest on him. I'll get a few of these messages and I'll get into the next one. We got more, man. Don't worry. I've got a lot of things to talk about. Several million apart can mean 5 million. Feel like the management. Yeah, this is negative, man. It's a negative day, man. I can't lie, man. Mates, let's seal the goddamn deal. I'm with you, Amit, man. I'm with you. It's either we seal it or just walk away, bro. I can't see us just sitting there. And what is the point of that? It's a joke thing. To pay the difference, who would you give the go-ahead for deal to close? To pay the difference. What do you mean, Norton? What do you mean? What are you talking about? Talking about Mbeumo. Who to pay the difference? Who would give the who would give the go-ahead for the deal to go ahead? The owners, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Obviously, Sir Jim is going to say, yo, we're not going to pay more than da-da-da-da-da. That's what will happen. He'll say, we're not going to pay more than 65 million, whatever. It's the owners at the end of the day that will give the sign-off. That's how it goes. So, yeah, bro, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. I just feel like they don't want to get bumped. And they've said that they don't want to get bumped. They walked away from Brantford last season. So they're on that. They don't want to get bumped in. But it's just like, come on. This is madness. Like and subscribe, my peoples, man. Make sure you hit the like button, man. And you subscribe if you're new here. We do this every day. This is nothing new. Morning, afternoon, night, 3 times a day. All the United news. And Mbeumo should do what Victor did and put pressure on Brentford to get a flipping move. Bruv, but he can do all of that and we still don't pay the money. This is what I'm saying. At least Victor, he was twerking for Arsenal where he was ready to go. He said he wanted to leave from early. He had a gentleman's agreement, so it's different. And Mbeumo, we've come in for him, and he said he picks us. It's different. And Mbeumo didn't tell Brentford last season, listen, it's my last season, I'm leaving next season. He didn't say that. We've just come in for him, and he said, yes, I want to go to Man United. It's my dream move, and then boom. So he's being professional. Because imagine we don't go for him or we don't pay the money. Imagine he does all that, and we don't pay the money, and it's just toxic with Brentford now. It's crazy, bruv. I can't help feeling that the money is there to close the deal. I don't know, man. We just got all the here we go money. Let me show you, look, bro. We've got the money. We have to have the money. If we bidded 55 million before, like what? We ain't got 10 million. We have to have the money. It's there, man. We got all that here we go money. You lot are forgetting how much money we got there. Let me show you the money that we got. All that sell-on clauses and that money there. We've got the money, bro. It's not that, bro. We don't want to get bumped. But my thing is, why are we just sitting around? We should be doing something at least. Go and put in a bid for someone else and scare them at least. Put in a bid for Kudus when he was still around, just to show that you're showing intent at least. Even if you know it's not, it's going to get rejected, but put a bid somewhere to think, rah, I don't know. Look at this. We've got the money, bro. Look, we've got the money, brother. Look at that. You lot are forgetting we got 5 million for Sancho. Are you forgetting it? Sent Sancho back and gave us 5 million. So that's 5 million there. That's extra. So we put in a 55 million bid, 7.25 on the add-ons. So add 5 million to that. That's what they want. That was 62.5. That was our whole bid, 55 plus 7. So you add 5 million, that's about 67 million. That's just Sancho's money. Then we got 7.6 million for Alvaro, 6 million for Alanga. And I'm not going to count on Oyedele because that's not confirmed yet. That's the good guy in the middle. But that says 21 million. Let's just call it 18 million. We've got the money, bro. That's 18 million that's come in just this week. We've got 18 million this week. Sancho's 5, them 2s. We've got the money, bro. We've got the money, bro. It's not the money. So Mbeumo coming to Old Trafford. Not yet, man. Not yet, bro. Not yet, Alan, man. Hopefully soon. He's onto them. He's onto them. If Mbeumo doesn't apply pressure, then I don't want him at a club. Nah, that's a bit mad, man. You've got to be professional, man. We're not moving serious, so why is he going to move serious? Imagine he does all that and he stays there and he just exiled. What Rashford happened to Rashford? He can't play for them no more. He's just sitting on the bench. You're not forgetting something. World Cup is next year. Not even World Cup. AFCON is in December. AFCON is in December. You think Mbeumo wants to do all of that, and then obviously you'll still go and play, but I'm saying, like, come on, man. You want to be up to scratch. Man United board is too sluggish and it's still. Tell me about it, Kusungura. Tell me about it, bro. I'm tired of every other club doing transfers, and we're just sat here with the same team that finished 15th. Look at that. Tell me about it, man. I just keep showing you this list. We are the only club. You would think we won the league, mate. You could swap us with Liverpool right now. You would think Liverpool finished 15th and they're trying to rebuild, and we won the league. And we're just putting one player in because we like our squad already. You wouldn't even think we finished 15th. It's madness. It's the board. They're being a pain in the bum, 100%. This guy is gas, man. My man's moving. You're moving mad, bro. Is that money coming up front or getting paid in installments, though? Even if it gets paid in installments, we already bidded 62.5 million in total. We bidded 62.5 in total. So even if that money is in installments, even if that's in installments, think about it. 18 million there. Let's just say it's 18 million there. Even if it's in installments, we will get 7 out of it. So that's enough anyway. We only need about 5, 6. Do you know what I mean? So it's about not getting fleeced. They want Mbeumo to request transfer. But they waited 5 weeks, 6 weeks, bro. We've been sitting here for 5, 6 weeks. Man United are being patient in the hope that Brentford eases on their valuation, given Mbeumo has said he wants to move. And Mbeumo's mood at Brentford training has now become a potential factor in the negotiation. So he's happy. He's not coming there sulking. So he ain't requesting no transfer, bro. This is not like that gyokeres. Everyone's looking at the gyokeres and thinking that everyone's going to be doing that. That's just one-offs. Anthony done it for Ajax. It's one-offs. You can count on your hand how much people have really gone on strike. It don't really happen all the time. People just stay professional and then they wait. Brentford keep changing the goalposts in terms of transfer fee, and Mbeumo needs to step up and grab his destiny. The longer this transfer, the more. Bro, tell me about it, bro. Tell me about it. Does Man U have any other options? I don't think we have, bruv. And that's what I'm saying. I'm saying I don't mind us not getting bumped. I don't mind us looking at them and saying, I'm not going to pay that. You're taking the piss. I don't mind that. But my thing is at least do something. Do you know what I'm saying? That's my thing, is at least do something. Like, at least put a bid in for someone else, or get it. Like, there's been no significant developments in the last couple of weeks. The deal is still not imminent. So it's not happening this week. It's crazy, bro. Find an alternative. I'm with you, Lee. That's what I'm saying. Go for an alternative. Even if you don't want the alternative, at least just put the bid in. So it looks like you're looking somewhere else and you can scare them. Look at what Arsenal done with gyokeres and Sesko. Nobody knew who they wanted. So why don't we just go put a bid in for Semenyo, 62 million, it gets rejected, but at least they can see, they're looking to move on. They can see their intent. And then they get a bit scared, and then it's like, okay, let's talk. We're not even doing that. We're just sitting there miles apart for 6 weeks. Nothing ain't happened. That's my problem with this. So I'm not saying let's go out there and pay them 70 million or something. No, I'm saying if you're not going to pay the money because they're trying to bump us, then at least show some intent somewhere else, then go back in. But don't just sit there for 6 weeks and nothing ain't happening in the last couple of weeks. And it says we're just sitting there hoping that the fact that he said he wants Man United is going to play out to help us. Yeah, it's mad. It's mad. It's going to stick with the bees. Mitch, update me. What's happened is, let me, for those that just come in, I'll let you know. The gap between Man United and Brentford on their valuation of Brian Mbeumo remained considerable. Ornstein's come out this morning. Ornstein always drops bombs. Ornstein's known for bombers. So he's come out, he's finally got his information about this deal, and he's come out and said this. So that's the situation. The two sides are still several million apart. There have been no significant developments over the past couple of weeks. A deal is still not imminent. But talks continue as Man United work to complete a move for the Cameron forward. So what talks are continuing if nothing ain't happening? What are we talking about? And then it says, Man United and Brentford are in a standoff over the price for Mbeumo. More than a fortnight has passed since United's second bid. So 2 weeks ago was when we last bidded 55 plus 7.5, which is 62 million, the Cunha money that they wanted. But they said they wanted Cunha money up front. While there's some debate over the exact fee that Brentford won, the reported 70 million offer that Tottenham apparently bidded. Remember, there was rumours from the Mirror that Tottenham bidded 70 million that no one has confirmed. And even he said that it's denied by the club that they bidded that money. They didn't bid that money. So, but they're using that as a yardstick now. They're still using it to say, look, Tottenham bidded 70 million. That's what he's worth. But there wasn't no 70 million bid. And if they did bid 70 million, why have you not accepted it? Do you know what I mean? So that's what they're saying. And then it says, Man United are being patient in the hope that Brentford ease on their valuation, given Brian Mbeumo has said he wants to leave. He don't want to leave, sorry, I said that wrong. Said he wants to move to Old Trafford. And Mbeumo's mood at Brentford training has now become a potential factor in the negotiations. He reported the Brentford training yesterday and the club are relaxed. Because he's come training, he's all happy. He's not sitting there going, I'm on strike. What are you not doing? He's happy. They're saying, we're relaxed. So we're sitting around basically saying, because he wants to leave, I keep saying he wants to leave. He wants to come to Man United. He's already said that in the open. He wants Man United. We're sitting there like, you should sell him to us. Like, we're not really putting in no work. So I'm saying, if they're saying they want 70 million, which is a bump, like say we start at 70 and then we give them add-ons, cool. I understand what they're doing. I rate it. But at least do something else in that time. Don't just sit there and wait. That's what I'm saying about this. They're just sitting down and just saying, he wants us, we want him, we're just going to wait and see if Brentford basically just drop their price. That's what it's saying. Man United are being patient in the hope that Brentford ease on their valuation. My thing is at least go put in a bid for someone that you don't even want. You know what I'm saying? Go out there and bid for someone. Bid for Semenyo. Everyone's already said he's 70 million. Bid 62 million for Semenyo tomorrow. Just bid for him. Let it get rejected. But then Brentford will see that and go, rah. They might actually move on. We might not get... Remember, guys, the most that Brentford have sold a player is 40 million. And that was Ivan Toney. So this is their world record... Their world record fee. They want this money. This is like two times their revenue or something like that. Like for them to get 65 million is massive for them. The most they've got is 40 million pounds for Ivan Toney. So they want this money. So they're just trying to squeeze out a few more millions. They don't want us to walk away. So play some games, bro. Play some games at least. Go to fucking Semenyo. Go to someone else. Someone else is going to be out there. Yildiz or something. Go there, put a bid in for Yildiz. 60 million. And then let's wake up tomorrow, we've been rejected. I'm cool with that, reject it. But at least then, Brentford might know, you know what? These men are actually, you know what I'm saying? They're actually trying to do something. That's what I'm saying about this, bro. We're not doing anything, bro. We're just sitting around for 6 weeks saying they should ease it because Mbeumo said he wants to join us. That's not good enough. Come on, man. If we can't get Mbeumo, then get me Eze. Eze is not the same, man. Eze is too similar to Cunha. Eze plays on the left. Cunha plays on the left. They're both similar. Eze, we need someone that's more of a runner. And Mbeumo's fast. He can run. We need an outlet. Do you understand? That's why Ruben kept playing. He kept playing Garnacho because our team was too slow. We needed an outlet. Even though Garnacho was missing all these chances, we still needed someone that's got a bit of speed on the counter. He can do it. So that's Mbeumo's job. So Cunha's the guy that can ball carry. Eze's a ball carrier as well. So it's the same. It's too similar. It's a bit slower as well, if you know what I mean. So he wouldn't suit that. Mbeumo's already given his preference to Man United, but right now he's back in training. Yeah, he's right now. Yeah, he has to be back in training. He's gone to work. You know what I mean? But yeah, he has to go back to training, man. Everyone wants him. Everyone's looking at gyokeres and saying he should be doing that, but not everyone does that, man. When you do that, you're fully done with a club. He's got AFCON in December. He don't know what's going on. So it's what it is, man. Yeah, I'm with you, man. We're not moving serious. Can you read the comments and not just flip off, yo? This geezer's tapped. Instead of concentrating on the goalkeeping department and shipping out rusty players like Rashford and Sancho, is busy keeping silent and sluggish on everything. Bro, you see, let me tell you something though. I don't get onto the board about not selling up the players though. Let me show you why as well. I'll break that down for you right now, Kasingura, yeah? Let me show you something. Look at this. This come out yesterday from Laurie Whitwell, who also works for the academy, for the Athletic, sorry. David Ornstein's crew is the Athletic. Laurie Whitwell, he's very reliable. And look at the last one. He says the club interested in the Freedom 5, yeah? The Freedom 5, all the clubs that are interested in them are expected to wait before making formal bids, hoping the price decreases as the September the 1st deadline. So what they're doing is they're all looking at the Freedom 5 and saying, you know what? We're going to go for them, but we'll wait till the end of September because they're not going to want the end of, August, where the deadline day is, because we're not going to want to keep them and pay their wages. So that's the situation with the Freedom 5. Everyone's looking and going, Barcelona's saying, we only want a loan for Rashford. And you got to remember something as well. You can't really get onto them for not selling them because they all are entitled. Barcelona, that's all I want, Rashford saying. Bayern Munich are making inquiries. Everyone's knocking on the door. Rashford, would you come? I only want Barcelona at this moment. He's entitled to that. Sancho, you don't want to drop his wage. Chelsea offered him 200k. He said no. He went to Napoli. They offered him whatever. He said no. Fenerbahce, Jose Mourinho spoke to him on the phone. I'm not leaving the top 5 leagues. Entitled. I'm not dropping my wage. Garnacho, I only want to stay in the Premier League. This is what we're dealing with. Anthony, Como came in for him. Cesc Fabregas' team. Apparently now by Leverkusen, Ten Hag wants him as well, apparently. I'm waiting for Real Betis. This is what we're dealing with. So you can't get onto them for not selling these players, and they're entitled. They're not just taking any bid that's coming and saying go. They're doing what they can. They're saying, yo, the Gang of 5, the Freedom 5, you're outcast. Don't come to training before 5 o'clock. Before 5 o'clock, we're in there. We don't want to see you lot. We don't want to smell you lot. Don't come here. After 5 o'clock, you can come. None of you are coming on pre-season tour. Go and find your move. I think that's kind of harsh on Anthony, because Anthony, he's been calm, but it's intent. Like, go and find your club. Instead of you worrying about pre-season and playing and all of that, no. Work on your club and then boom. So that's what I'm saying. They're trying to move them on, bro. Do you know what I mean? Rashford only wants Barca. He's on 325k. He's already limited. Who else can afford him? 325k. Sancho, he's not dropping his wage. Chelsea offered him 200k. Ben Jacobs said it. 180 to 200k, what they were paying him on loan. On loan, they split it, remember? He said, no. What can we do, bro? What does man want them to do? What terminate their contracts? Come on, bro, man. Wouldn't it surprise me if Brentford want us to step away and then call for a bidding war with other clubs? But he only wants United, so he might stay. He might stay, and then that might be peak on them as well. Because like I said, 65 million right now is their biggest they'll ever get for a transfer. So if he stays, remember, he's got 1 year left, but they've got option to extend. So after this year, he's literally got 1 year left. So you're never going to get a 65 million. You'll probably get a 40 max. So it's up to them. Bro, we all do, mate. Ray, we all do. Right now, it's a stressful, negative time to be a United supporter, bro. Very stressful. Feels like the Athletic guessing these numbers. They don't know what Brentford asks. Probably, who knows? But I'll be real, bro. You see Ornstein, he's the GOAT. He comes out and just, when he speaks, you just listen, bro. He doesn't come here and say loads of stuff. You know what I'm saying? He's not out here talking. He just comes and just goes bam and just leaves. That's why I rate Ornstein. You won't see Ornstein's thumbnail on my thing every day. It don't happen like that. Fabrizio, I can do him every single day. He goes on YouTube, he does a video. Ornstein just comes, once in a blue moon, gone. Lets you know what he knows. You're telling me United only working on Mbeumo, but just sitting and waiting for Brentford to lower price. This is what I'm saying. What the hell? This is what I'm saying. Look at that. Look at the last article on the right. What it says. Man United are being patient in the hope that Brentford ease on their valuation, given Brian Mbeumo has said he wants to move to Old Trafford. This is what I'm saying to you. So we've sat there. So look, and then look at the first article, the bottom one, the bottom paragraph. It says there have been no significant developments over the past couple of weeks. The deal is still not imminent, but talks continue. So what has been happening in the last couple of weeks? That's why I'm saying at least you should have put in a bid for Kudus, and then Kudus turned us down and said, nah, he only wants whatever. Put in a bid for Semenyo. So at least Brentford is seeing this in the meantime and saying, bro, they're actually going for other players. We want our 65 million that we've never had. You know what? Fuck it. Let's just accept it. You know what I'm going to say? Let's just go for it now. Like they've come back in. They're looking at other players. We haven't even shown that. We've got Fabrizio saying on every single video, I just played you the video. It's only like 1 minute. I played it for you lot. He said, Vlahovic has been offered to Man United, but they only want Mbeumo. And then yesterday, what happened? Fabrizio came out and said, Brentford. This is why it's so much false hope happening. Because yesterday when Fabrizio's come out, we're like, oh my god, it might be actually close. This is what happened yesterday. What's this? So this gassed us up yesterday. Brentford are showing initial interest in Omari Hutchinson as possible replacement for Brian Mbeumo in case of exit with Man United. So this whole thing is confusing, bro. Because yesterday that's happened. So man's gassed. Like, yeah, it's pre-season week. We're gonna get him in before pre-season. We got a game on the 19th, which is about 4 days, and then we're flying out on the 22nd. So yeah, because we've been talking to them for 7 weeks, 7-8 weeks, whatever it's been. We've been talking to Brentford. They have not once spoke about a replacement. Even when it got close, everyone was saying there's a medical booked and all of this stuff. They haven't once spoke about replacement until yesterday. So look at the date at the bottom. Yesterday at 1 o'clock. Replacement. Brentford are showing initial interest. So I'm thinking it's close now. They're looking at a replacement. This is close. It's finally going to happen. Pre-season week, it all makes sense. And then you got Ornstein that just comes out and says, it's not even close. So what the fuck are they looking at a replacement for then? It doesn't make no sense, bro. It's all mad. What are you looking at a replacement for if it's not even close then? I don't understand this. Brentford signed Jordan Henderson, and here we are behaving like these cats. Yeah, they signed him on a free, innit, to replace Norgard. They got some leadership in there now. He'll probably be their captain as well. Yeah, man, it don't make no sense, man. Keep those players fit. Probably late bids will come in for them, hopefully. Exactly. If you were board director, what would you do in this current situation? Because if it again happens like this late seeming, the whole blame will be on the board, not the coach. Yeah, no, that's what it should be. It should be on the board and not the coach. But people don't see past that. They'll be saying, get him out. It's just like Tottenham, innit? Tottenham, they hate Levy, but then they'll be like, and just to go, which I think Andrew did have to go, but they're just on to Levy, but then they drop him out. They won the league, they won the Europa, and they don't even talk about it no more. They don't talk about Levy no more. See how our fan base is Glazers out no matter what. We can win, lose, draw, Glazers out. Other teams. Liverpool used to this FSG. Look, they used to say FSG out. They're not talking about FSG no more. They're spending all this money. They've won the league. You think they talk about FSG? When's the last time you saw that? They spent 113 or whatever it was on Verts. All of this money now. They're not talking about it no more. But if I were to sporting director, what I would do in this current situation is go, we're only going to give you, for example, 60 million plus 5. They're probably saying 70. All right, cool, no problem. Let's go bid for Semenyo right now, 60 million. 60 million that I said what I'm going to give to them. I'm going to go bid for Semenyo, rejected. Bournemouth want 5. Go bid for Yildiz, rejected. Juventus want 80. Go bid for someone else, rejected. Or we're still in talks. It's still positive talks. Then I will go back to Brentford and say, yo, listen, what are you saying? Because you can see from the media, I'm still in talks with Yildiz, etc. I want Mbeumo. I'm offering you 65 million. Take it or leave it. That's what I will do. And then it puts them in a position where they can see that we're active for other people. Take it or leave it. That's what I will do. But they can't see nothing. So they're just sitting there saying, every reporter's coming out is saying, Man United's running Mbeumo. Man United's running Mbeumo. But Brentford are sitting there saying, "Bruv, we're relaxed. Like they only want Mbeumo. They're not going in for no one else. They're gonna end up caving in soon, then, innit? Because they just want Mbeumo, but they're not talking to us about it. They're sitting around. It is a bit long, but why are we gonna drop our price when they're not active? If we were still active and we're showing in 10 other places, then it's like, you know what, bro, it's scary a bit. Do you know what I'm saying? It's a joke thing. This is why I said, if you look at what Arsenal done with Sesko and Gyokeres, that was perfect. They wanted Sesko and Gyokeres, but they kept them both so close to their chest that by the time they went to both teams, Leipzig was still playing games with about Sesko. We want 90 million, no problem. Went for Gyokeres. But Sporting know if they don't get that money for him, they're probably going to end up going for Leipzig. So let's just go for it. You got to play with them, man. Apparently United want Brentford lower price. Yeah, that's the situation. Look at the last article, Chris. It says, Man United are being patient in the hope that Brentford ease their valuation. So I don't know, mate. I don't know if we're going to ease it. They're saying that his mood in training yesterday was cool. He's calm. He's relaxed. Blah, blah, blah. So we've been sitting there for kind of a few weeks. If you look at the first article in the last paragraph, it says there have been no significant developments over the past couple of weeks and the deal is still not imminent. And then it says, basically, like we've been sitting there for a few weeks just waiting for them to drop their price. So that's why I'm saying where we've gone wrong. I don't want us to get bumped. I don't want us to pay 70 million. Do you get it? But at least show you're going for someone else or at least change the position then. Just say, you know what, Mbeumo will come through next year. We go and buy a midfielder now. Spend that 60 million on a midfielder then. Do you know what I'm saying? Just do something. Look at that's what we done with Delap, right? We went for Delap. He rejected us. And then we went for Mbeumo. We changed positions. We went for Delap. Eid rejected us and we said, no problem. Went for Mbeumo. Now Mbeumo is a stall. They're trying to overprice us. No problem. Go for someone else. He said he wants to join Man United. He's happy there. So let him stay there for one more year. Promise him a better wage. Yo, don't sign a new contract, you know. Don't sign a new contract. We'll pay you. Don't worry. Because they're going to try and bump up your thing and then we'll give you the money. Just ride out whatever you're on for a year and then we're going to come for you next season. Don't worry. That's all you got to say to him, bro. And so you go for a midfielder now. Next season will come for him. He's literally going to have 1 year left next year. He's got 1 year left now, but he got option to extend it. So he's basically got 2. Next year, they can only extend 1 year. So you'll have to give it to us for a bundle now. 35 million, 40. I guess he's the major asset at Brentford. So overall, several millions apart. Yeah, that's a positive way of looking at it. But, mate, there's been nothing. There's no developments, mate. So it's just a joke thing. If we start next season, we can't blame the new ball like what Arsenal did. Trust me. You can only blame these owners, man. I see we already have Ahmad in this number. So what is good about him with this sluggish transfer? It's like, what are you talking about? I see we already have Ahmad in his number. So what is good about him with his sluggish transfer? It's like my meat for your wife. But again, tell her I want it ready, but don't cook it or fry it. I don't know what you're on about, you know. Kusin Goro, I don't know what you're on about with that one there still. Ahmad plays as a 10, but he's better at wing back. We need 10s that score goals and assists. He matches everything. He's the perfect player. But I understand. Let's not get bumped. But at least go for someone else. Or show some intent for someone else. That's my thing. No way you believe when I told you both parties are still far on the validation. I still stand on this. You said, yeah. That's what I think's going to happen. I think that's what they might be waiting for. They might be waiting for Whistle to actually join so that they could turn around and go, blah, we tried to sign him, but we didn't. Maybe they're doing that. We tried to sign him, but we couldn't. And then we wait for next season, and he's going to be cheaper because he's going to have 1 year left. Then they come back, and then you have to give us these 40 million. Joke thing. Money-wise, several million apart sounds like a small difference only, though. But it's been no significant developments, though. That's what I'm saying. Forget the millions apart. We could be fucking a million apart. The fact that there's been no developments in a couple weeks shows nothing ain't going on. Shows that they're both being stern. That's what I'm saying, Milton. So I hear what you're saying. It might be 3 million. It could be 700K. But the fact that they haven't spoken a couple of weeks, that's the scary part. Why are you not talking? Why have there been no developments then? Even if it was 700K, why has there been no developments? You know what I'm trying to say? Like, it doesn't really matter about how much money it is. There's nothing getting spoken about. And we're just sitting there hoping that they ease their valuation, which is scary. They signed Diego Leon too. Yeah, but he's a young boy, Abdi. They put no young boys in here. no under. I don't think they put any under 18s in it, under 17s. Everyone here is first team players. If you look at it, every single player here is a first team player. So that's what I think they put on this list, which makes sense. Diego Leon might go for the under 18s academy. We want him to be because it's a new signing, but he's a young boy. Do you understand? They bought him for like 3-4 million. Do you get me? Man United, Sir Jim and the Glazers, man. This guy's man. Glazers are still there, Ian. The Glazers are still there. And that's crazy. I wouldn't even go that far. I know we're angry, but I wouldn't go that far. Because Ed Woodward and that would have paid 80 million for them right now. They would have paid 80 million for Mbeumo. And he's only worth 65 or something. They would have paid 80. We would have been happy because we got Mbeumo, but it would have cost 80 million. And he would have probably been on 250k, 300k. It's crazy. Patience is crazy. We're the only club that shouldn't be working with patience. Bro, if you look at this list, Sam, you would think we just won the league, bro. We won the league and Liverpool have just come, they just finished 15th. You wouldn't think it's the other way around. You would literally think we won the league. Well, it's mad, man. It's mad, man. Let me get a few of these and I'll move on to the next one and I'll cycle. I think the board needs to be blamed. I've never seen this happen to United before, bro. Tell me about it. My Mbeumo seeing United try to disrespect Brentford for a lower fee is not good. Deal might fall through. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking this is peak. It feels like 65 may be acceptable to Brentford, but maybe they don't want to pay 65. I don't know, man. It's weird. If Man U can sign him up for 60, I think Brentford is better for 65. I think 65 is fair as well, but we don't know. It's being tooted over here, a 70 million price. Look at the middle document. It says the reported 70 million offer by Tottenham, later denied by the club, is seen by some as a yardstick. So they're saying, look, we want 70 million and we'll drop it maybe to 67. Or I don't know what's going on. None of us are in there. We can only guess, innit? But they're saying the 70 million is a yardstick. So that's what they're going off. I think we'll use him as striker and Mbeumo if we can get one. Yeah, it's true. Levy would never bid 70 million in the first bid. Brentford, exactly. We all know it's lies. It's already been reported anyway that it's never happened. They've all said it. Like the Tottenham source have said it's not true. So they're just chatting shit. And they're only playing with us because we're Man United. They're rubbing their hands. If this was Man City or Chelsea, it would have been done. 55 plus 7 would have been done. I swear to you lot. Because it's us, yeah, Man United is knocking the door, payday. Let's get everything we can. But like I said, if we showed a bit of intent and went for other players and we went back to them and then we offered what we're offering now, I think they would have accepted it. They would have said, you know what? But because we're sitting there and every single report is saying all we're working on is Mbeumo, they're sitting there relaxed. Like, bruv, they just want us. I don't know why they're so quiet. They're probably sitting there thinking, why are they so quiet? They only want us. No Mbeumo safe. Move Amma to 10. Buy a striker for this coming season and wait out the Mbeumo situation. Yeah, that's what I said. He's got 1 year left next season. If he doesn't sign a contract in this next year, this time next year, he's got 1 year left. He can literally sign for us for free in the next January after that. So this is what I'm saying. We could say, yo, go for a striker or go for a midfielder. And then what we do is, all right, Mbeumo, listen, just sit tight. They don't want to let go. Sit tight, bro. We're going to come for next season and we're going to give you, for you waiting, we're going to give you 150. For you waiting, we're going to give you 190. Fuck it. We'll give you 190. Just wait it out. You know, like something like that. Finish 15th and not investing is actually mad. I don't really blame them for not investing. I'm not, like I'm saying to you, innit? The Freedom 5, if you see what happens here, look, where is it? The Freedom 5. This is what Laurie Whitwell said. So I can't really blame, I don't blame the owners for not getting rid of these players because we have to sell to buy. That's been said. So I can't really blame them for not investing because the clubs interested in the Freedom 5 are expected to wait until the deadline day. They're all being smart, man. United need to get rid of these players. They're not playing them again. They've already seen what we done with Rashford last season. When Amrin's saying someone ain't playing, they're not playing. They're not even coming on the subs. So they know the Freedom 5 ain't playing. So they're going to wait. Look, they're all waiting. So, and they're all entitled. Every single one of them. Anthony, I only want to go Real Betis. Como came in for him. Sancho, I'm not dropping my wage. Chelsea offered him 200k. Napoli offered him a wage. Fenerbahce, no. He's not dropping his wage. Rashford, I only want Barcelona. I don't want to go nowhere else. What can we do with these guys? Garnacho, I only want to stay in the Premier League. Bayer Leverkusen wanted him. Nope, I only want to stay in the Premier League. This is what we're dealing with. And man want them to flip them, like what? Just what? Rip up their contract or something. Do you know what I mean? That's why I don't blame the ownership on not investing because they have to sell, innit? That's been said. But it's just the Mbeumo thing. What the fuck are you lot doing for 6 weeks? And you're not even out there like looking at other options, making bids, and every single report that comes out every day is just Man United want Mbeumo. That's all they're working on. Stop looking at everything else. Fabrizio says it all the time. They only focusing on Mbeumo right now. That's it. Move Bruno to the 10 besides Cunha and sign a CM with a goalkeeper. Yeah, it looks like we're going to sign John Victor. This is what thing. I've been saying this to you about John Victor. Like, if Bayern leaves, we're really going to sign him, it looks like. So, in terms of goalkeepers, Botafogo, John Victor has been scouted in case Alta Bayern leaves. While there were talks on Emi Martinez, but that's if Onana leaves. So I think we'll get John Victor. We just need to kick out Bayern. The worst news that can come out today now, after we've got Mbeumo stuff, Hojlund, they don't want him no more. And then now, fucking Bayern says he's staying or something. That would be the worst news. I won't even come on again. I'll just say it's long. I'm not even coming on it. There's no point. If Bayern stays, it's long. Forget about it. Because either way, remember, Nana goes AFCON in December. So he's going to be number one anyway for a month. So, but I agree, they should have been busier with other signings. Exactly. They should have just been putting in bids at least. At least put on some bids, bro. Diblin's price has gone down. But Diblin to Mbeumo is a drop-off, mate. Drop-off. And Southampton will even see us come in and rub their hands. Oh, Man United, they'll probably do the same thing. Probably want 70 million or something. I understand that another striker could be targeted, but it'll have to be a low profile. Yeah, who would it be as well? Remember, I showed you yesterday about the Watkins and Mateta and all of that. So who do you not think it would be? Rasmus rejected Inter Milan all my days. Fans really boo Xerxes and clapped off this guy after games. It's crazy. He was saying he wants to stay, innit? So he probably did reject them, but they're no longer interested anyway. And I said this to you lot. When they signed that Bonnie guy, I was like, is this going to affect Rasmus? They're about the same age. They've got Taremi, they've got Thuram, they've got Martinez, and now they got Bonnie. How much strikers do they need? Like, what are they? What competitions have they got over there that they need about 5 strikers? It didn't make no sense to me. So I don't know, man. I don't know, but yeah. So that's the situation, man. It's been a negative start to the day, bro. Very negative. I woke up, washed my face, looked at my phone. I said, "Oh my days, I can't believe this." This came out yesterday, so I thought the Bombers coming this week. Yeah, they're looking at a replacement for Mbeumo. The Bombers coming. We're nice. We're lit. It's gonna happen. And then, bruv, Ornstein just come. These two on the right, I never believed it. By the way, I was saying this to you yesterday. These 2 reports on the right by Stephen K. whatever, Man United agree a deal. I've never believed it. I told you, look, that's probably a myth. I just believed the Fabrizio one. And I was like, rah, they're looking for a replacement. That's why even on the bottom, you can see it says Mbeumo replacement, not Mbeumo signs or agrees deal. You know what I mean? I didn't believe these 2. I only believed the replacement one. So don't even look at them 2. That guy is blacklisted now anyway, because it's definitely a myth. Yeah, bruv. So I was thinking, yeah, man, today's going to be the week, blah, blah, blah. And then Ornstein just come and just ruined the whole week. And we've been having poor weeks, man. Every week has been negative for us, man. We're waking up to Calvert-Lewin talks and all of this bullshit, bro. Mateta has been mentioned a lot. The last thing about Mateta, I just showed you, innit? When I showed you, where was it? I showed you something about Mateta, didn't I? The last thing about Mateta, he was linked with AC Milan. What was it that? This was it. Look at this. Mateta is currently the priority target among the forwards contacted by AC Milan in recent days. The striker is very keen on joining Milan and his entourage is putting pressure on Palace. I don't know this guy, this Sasha guy like that. I've seen him around, but I don't know if he's reliable or not. But that's the last about Mateta. You see Mateta? That's one that a lot of us want, fans. But we ain't been linked with him by no one solidified. This is what I'm trying to say. None of the solidified journalists have said Mateta's name for us. But the fans are saying it. It's like Richard Rios and that Richard Rios guy. Fans want him. But Man United ain't really been linked with him properly by someone solidified. Why can't we get rid of the deadwood greedy players? I don't care about United or the fans. They're happy to just take the money and so. This is what I'm saying about them. Why we can't get rid of them is because of stuff like this. Where's the Freedom 5? The Freedom 5, look at the last article, Ian. The clubs interested in the Freedom 5 are expected to wait before making formal bids. They're hoping that the price decreases closer to the 1st of September. That's when it shuts. It shuts. The transfer window closes on the 1st of September. So if the Freedom 5 are still sitting there, we know we want to get rid of them. Are we really going to sit down and pay Sancho's wages, 300k or whatever it is, Rashford's wages, 325k by ourselves when we can split it with someone? Barcelona might come in, we'll pay 175, you lot can just pay 125, blah, blah, blah. You know what, fuck it. Because we're not going to use him anyway. You saw what Ruben was doing. He didn't even have these guys on the bench. So the Freedom 5, they're sitting there. Obviously, it looks like they're trying to find their clubs, but it's just not working. Sancho don't want to take a wage cut. Rashford only wants Barca, but Barca only want him for a loan. They don't want to buy him. They're not believing him like that. Sancho's close to Juventus, but like the same thing, wage cut. Garnacho, I only want to stay in the Premier League. Real Betis, Como's coming from him. Says Fabregas' team. He said, no, I only want Real Betis. They're all entitled. And that's what's happening. That's what's going on. Manchester United, I'm not in the strong place to negotiate that. We got watching what we spend. It is embarrassing, man. It is embarrassing. I'll be real. It is embarrassing. I hope we do, bro, but it doesn't seem like it today. I think next season also, if we don't get proper signs, we'll think, bruv, I don't want to talk about it. I was excited for next season. When we're getting linked with gyokeres and Cunha and Mbeumo, I thought, yeah, it's crazy. Click on the like button, man. Big up yourself, Prenzo, man. Hit the like button if you're in it, man, and make sure you subscribe if you haven't. We do this every day for you lot, man. Good news, bad news, whatever. We're coming here, and I'm letting you lot see what's going on. All the United news 3 times a day. So make sure you hit the like button, you subscribe, man. This is McGrath news of Mbeumo traveling on tour. It's fake. Nah, that McGrath news, he just put that in there to say he should be here this week. So remember, but he did break the Onana news, and he broke the Garnacho to Saudi news that they made a bid for him. So I believe in McGrath, but he didn't say. He said, Man United expect him to come this week. So we don't know. We don't know, innit? This is just what Finger's saying. We need to hijack Rios at least. I don't think we're in for him, man. Everyone that just keeps saying we're in for Mbeumo. I've got this chart as well for you lot. Obviously, this is look at their wages. This is the wages that we're dealing with. And remember, the higher it gets, the more limited they are to get sold. So as you can see, this 375k. But remember, because we're not in Champions League, some of their wages get slashed by like a little bit, 15% or something. I don't know what it is. But Rashford's on 325k. He might be on like 300 right now because of the Champions League cut. Casemiro's on 350. Bruno, Mason Mount, blah, blah, blah. Sancho's not even on this list. He should be. He's on like 300 as well, I think. So Sancho and Rashford, they need to go ASAP, mate. This is what I'm trying to say to you. Casemiro's leaving for free next summer, so that's going to be done next summer. Bruno, which is our captain, he's the only one that's going to be on a big wage. Mason Mount, Anthony's going to be gone. And then you got everyone else. Look at that. It's kind of calm. Cunha's coming in. Cunha's going to be on 150 to 180, one of them. It's kind of calm when you actually look at it. They kind of changed it up. Apart from the top 4, Mason Mount on 250. The guy lives on a hospital bed. Marcus Rashford and Jadon Sancho should be in there on 300. I don't know why he's not on this list. They've probably done this when he was still at Chelsea, or they thought he was going to stay at Chelsea. But yeah, bro. So Casemiro's one goes next year. Rashford hopefully goes, even if he goes on loan to Barca or whatnot. Anthony goes, and then we got Mason Mount and Bruno. That's it. Literally. It's not the worst. I've seen higher wage bills, bro. Trust me. Kai Havertz is on 280. Martinelli is on 190. Jesus on 250. Look at that. They got Jesus on 250. Kai Havertz on 280. Gyokeres, what's he going to be on? Saka's going to be on a 300. Their thing's mad over there, bro, in Arsenal. So other teams are madder. Haaland's on 500 in City. Salah's on 400. With him and Van Dijk at Liverpool. So it's not the worst, trust me. When Casemiro leaves next season, Rashford goes, Anthony goes, and then Sancho's gone. To have Bruno as the main earner, then you got Mason Mount, and he might go soon. Bro, everyone's on like 150, 180s. You got to work your way up. So it's not the worst, trust me. It's not the worst, but it's still a bit, I know what you're saying. Yeah, man, it's a mad thing, man. And obviously, look at all of them looking leaner now. I don't know if that means anything. I know we got a new sports science or something like that. So maybe that's got something to do with it. That they've all lost a bit of weight, blah, blah, blah. You get me? But, bro, they still finish 15th, bro, because of their ability. And I don't think any weight can change that. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, bro. But that's more or less the news for today. I'll summarize it all up. Oh, yeah, this is the chart, what we spoke about with the strikers. Someone said Mateta, right? Mateta is mentioned a lot. This is what it is. Mateta's got a little good record, man. You get me? 17 goals last season, 19 goals the season before. Watkins has probably got the best record. He scored 16 league goals in his last 3 seasons. And Watkins is the only one that we've actually been linked with on this list. Mateta, we ain't been linked with him. The fans are more saying it. Vlahovic has been offered to us. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. And Vlahovic is inconsistent as well. No one wants to see revealed all the mistakes in the world. Yeah, it's crazy. Crazy. You'll see the clubs that aren't bidding on our players come for cheaper bids. Exactly. And that's what it said about the Freedom 5. Exactly. Are we a better team without Rashford, Garnacho, Anthony, or given our current history? We're keeping them. Listen, mate. We ain't really seen a team without Garnacho in it yet. So we don't know. But I don't know, man. With Rashford, I like Rashford, but he started playing like he was doing us a favour at the end of the day. You get it? He started playing like he's just jogging around. He weren't really pressing. He was playing like he was doing us a favour. No one knows what happened with him and Amrin. That's never been leaked. That's probably one of the only things that hasn't been leaked about Man United. But clearly, he's never going to play for us again. So I don't look at the players and say, we can be better with him. Why is he not playing? I just look at it as they got to go because they've come to an agreement where they're not going to play with each other. He's not in Amrin's plans. Let's look at the future. So I don't know. Anthony, he played all right when he came on sometimes, but he wasn't moving anything. He wasn't like he was doing loads, if you know what I'm saying. He's gone to Real Betis. He found his form. It is what it is. United wages bill is so high every week. That's another reason why additional funds are difficult. It's true, brother. And that's why we're so limited to where these players can go. Because remember, someone like, for example, look at Ahmad. He's on 29,000. Anyone can come for him. Brighton can come for him tomorrow. If we were selling Ahmad for like 20 million, Brighton can come for him. 29,000 a week. That it. Buying there, 35. Do you know what I'm saying? Hojlund, 85. These players, this is calm. Any team can come for you with these wages. But when you get to like 150 onwards, some teams will say, nope, we can't do that. That's mad. We can't pay for that. We weren't scammed. We voluntarily accepted to be scammed by doing it. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. Let me summarize what happened anyway for you lot, man. So basically, Ornstein's come out today. He's dropped the bomb in the morning. Literally, bro. Before half of us even brushed our teeth, this guy's dropping bombs, bruv. And he basically said the gap between Man United and Brentford on the valuation is still high, bro. Nothing ain't changed. There's been no significant developments in the past couple of weeks, blah, blah, blah. Brentford are still tooting that 70 million offer that Tottenham apparently made, that everyone's already said it weren't true. Man United are being patient in the hope that Brentford ease on their valuation, given Mbeumo said he wants to move to Old Trafford. So that's why we're sitting there for ages in a couple of weeks just thinking it should happen because they said because Mbeumo said he wants to come, basically. Larry Whitwell said the same thing, basically, blah, blah, blah. In terms of goalkeepers, if Bayern leaves, which I've been saying to you at the time, we're going to get John Victor. 29-year-old, he's a Brazilian, plays for Botafogo. I ain't really seen him too much, but he looks okay. Obviously, Hojlund, the only team that was in for Hojlund was Inter Milan the whole time. The window's been open. Since 1st of June, it's only been Inter Milan. They bought a geezer called Bonnie, and now they don't want him no more. They said, there's no point. We want this guy. So Hojlund's staying now. That's a myth. He's already been saying he wants to stay. Nice, perfect for him. Garnacho. This is probably the only positive news on the day. The only positive news today is Madueke leaving for Arsenal has opened the door for another attacker or wide player. They have held an interest in Garnacho since January. And then it says from S. Johnson, Chelsea are open to signing a winger and are interested in Alejandro Garnacho and Morgan Rogers. So they're going to go for one. Morgan Rogers is going to be about 80, 90 million. That's Villa's best player. I don't think they're going to sell him or it's going to be a mad price. And then this just basically talks about we're in for some centre-back who only costs about 7, 8 million. He's 20 years old. He could play right-back or centre-back, blah, blah, blah. Norway, under 21s, whatever. But this is the Garnacho stuff. Chelsea are still in for him, apparently. And remember, this is all today from Athletic. S. Johnson came out and said it as well. This is yesterday about Garnacho. So it's been brewing about this Chelsea Garnacho stuff. Graham Bailey said Chelsea retain an interest in Man United's Garnacho. That was yesterday. The date's at the bottom. And then Laurie Whitwell said the same thing. Chelsea remain in contact over Garnacho. So that's Ornstein saying it, Laurie Whitwell today, and Graham Bailey about Garnacho. I showed you a lot about the wages and that the pre-season, they're getting all slim. I don't know why. They're probably going to be running a lot this season. But they got Ruben wanted a sports science when he signed. So he's made them go on some nutrition thing where they've all slimmed down. Maybe they're going to get a bit fitter. They're going to have more energy. Who knows? We'll see. I showed you lot what's going on with all the transfers. We're the only one that's only signed one player. And Liverpool. You would think that Liverpool just finished 15th and they're doing a rebuild and we just won the league and we're just adding one player onto the team that we already like. It's crazy. Obviously, Mateta as well. He's another guy that can possibly be our striker. AC Milan, we're looking at him. I don't know how that's progressed. This is a few days back. This is not like recent. So anything could have progressed by then. He might have said no or whatnot. I don't know. Here we go, money. This is the only place we've made money. Obviously, someone in here said that, they don't know if we got the money for Mbeumo. I said we bid is 62.5 in total, and we've got money here. 5 million for Sancho, 7.6 for Alvaro, 6 million for Elanga. Let's not count the 2.6 because that's not confirmed for Oyedele yet. But even so, that's about 18 million. Even if it comes in installments, we'll probably have 6 million of that. That's enough to get Mbeumo over the line. So I don't think it's money. I think it's more pride. We don't want to get bumped. We don't want to feel like we're getting bumped. Same with them. So that's that. Then we got the Freedom 5. Obviously, people keep asking why we're not selling players, blah, blah, blah. Just look at the last article. You know, I'll read the whole thing, basically. The first one basically just says that Dave can't come to training after 5. 5 o'clock, every day till 5 is when we train, and then they can come after 5 o'clock, the Freedom 5. Then none of them are coming on pre-season. Go and get your move. We're not distracting you when you're coming on pre-season, you're playing games, you're worrying about training. Just go and get your move, mate. And clubs are looking at us and saying, you know what, we're going to wait to the end of the deadline day, close to deadline day, sorry. That's what we're going to come in for them because they're going to be cheaper because they're not going to want to sit down there. Why are we going to want to sit down there and pay the whole 325k for Rashford when you can just take a loan and pay 175 only? Why are we going to want to pay 200k for Anthony when we could just pay 100? You get it? So if they wait to the end, they come in for a loan, we could just pay half of some of these lots' prices. So that's what the Freedom 5, a lot of teams are in for them are saying. They're saying, we're not going to come for them now. We'll come for them soon. And then obviously we had this yesterday about Mbeumo. Forget the articles on the right. Both of them on the right, forget about them. I think that source is just shit. It's just chatting shit. That's why I put Mbeumo replacement. I didn't put Mbeumo agrees deal. I put Mbeumo replacement because I don't believe in them. But yeah, Fabrizio came out and said basically that Amari Hutchinson was a replacement for Mbeumo in case exit. We've been talking to them for 7 weeks and not once have they spoken about replacement. Only yesterday. So I was giddy. I'm like, rah, it's happening now. So something's happening. Pre-season starts the end of this week. Now this. So I don't know, mate. It's a bit crazy. So that was that. I showed you the striker stuff. This is who we've been linked with. Vlahovic has been offered to us. Watkins is who we've been linked with by the Athletic. And Mateta, we haven't been linked with him, but it's who a lot of us actually want. So I don't know, mate. That's ridiculous. 10 Amads, less than 1 week. Rashford's crazy. That's what I'm saying. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe, my people, man. If you're here, you're new, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. This is what we do every day. This is normal. This is nothing new. The Warriors not getting rid of those players before the season starts, not good. They will create bad vibes, exactly. And may damage United's progression in damaging us, exactly. I'm with you, Ian. And I think we'll get rid of them anyway. They're all going to go. But by the time they go, we won't be able to replace them. So we'll have all the money. We'll probably go into January and try buy players. And it'll be peak because people don't like selling in January. So there might be a player there that actually wants to come. The club wants to do it, but they say, January, nah, we're not letting go of him. That's what might happen. So sad. Ineos don't want another here we go for Amrin. It's peak. Sell-on clause money should have been utilised to benefit the club. Exactly. Relegation awaits Man United. I hope not, mate. That would be peak. Ain't they all getting there? That's what I said. Most of them will probably get a little 25% cut. I said that before still. But let's just say if they haven't, for example. But yeah, even so, it's still high, innit? It's still a bit mad. You're not going to want to pay majority of it. But I'd rather have Conor McGregor as co-owner. This guy's mad. He'll be a madman. He'll just be spending on anyone. He'll be getting whoever he wants. Bare Irish people in there. United tax is real. It's a serious thing, bro. United tax is a serious thing. Judging by this transfer circus, just landing Mbeumo when I personally call the window a masterclass. Exactly. I thought this was the week. Preseason starts on the 19th, bro. 19th is when we play Leeds in Sweden, but we fly out to go US on the 22nd. So I thought this is the week. And Mbeumo in placement, it's all looking good. And then David Ornstein just come and just slapped all of us, mate. Seriously. But that's been it, man. Love to everyone that's been inside, man. Love to everyone that's been in the comments. Make sure you don't hit the like on your way out, bro. Just a button. Just press the button on your way out. Bam. It does wonders. Trust me. But yeah, man, appreciate all of you, man. I hope you all have a great day. And I hope that we get some new news on this, man. Something progresses. Ineos must be seeing what's going on with us right now. They must be seeing that we're just negative. We're waking up to Calvert-Lewin and Callum Wilson news and all this bullshit. We need something to boost up the mood, man, boost up the morale. Every day it's negative. So love to everyone that's been inside. Appreciate all of you lot. I'll be back on later. So make sure you check out for that. Have a great day, everyone. See you lot in a bit.
Got some celebs, pull up local. You know we up next, pull up mobos. They gon' be there on repeat, they're like, oh no. Where's the mix it up, let's take a photo now. But for now, I'm local. For now, preserve the beat, I'm